So I was with my dad at church. So, I'm not myself a Catholic or a Christian, but I've always had some fascination with theology, and I've also been very much someone who appreciates the idea of faith and who appreciates the close relationship that these people have with the church. But there was a part where the priest they spoke of this prayer basically. They said, "Please Jesus, forgive us if we do not want to face our own faults and instead blame others." So I was very critical of this because I'm like, well, you know, and I'm not saying this as a critic on the religion itself, but more of the human perspective, right? Okay, so imagine you're punching someone and then you say sorry. And right after you said sorry, you punch them again. That's what that's like. If you are aware that you're doing something wrong, you're supposed to change it, right? That's just as simple as that. Now, apparently, my dad, uh, I asked him this because I know I can always talk to him about theology because he himself enjoys the conversation. So I said, "Dad, listen to me, right? You, um, there's something I'd like to ask you. You remember that prayer from before?" And then I explained about the prayer, and he said, "Yeah, what about it?" And I'm like, "Well, don't you think that it's a weak argument? Like, if you know that you're doing something wrong, shouldn't you pray for the righteous path, not for forgiveness? Like, what is forgiveness going to do? Absolutely nothing. Because you shouldn't be sorry, right? If you're doing something wrong but you're not aware of it, then you shouldn't be sorry. Because you can't be sorry for something that you didn't know you did. If you get what I'm saying. Like, you can say it's regrettable that it happened. Sure, you can say that. But to be sorry means that you feel responsible. But you're not responsible for things you do not understand. Right? So, in essence, what I'm trying to say is, wouldn't it be better to ask for the righteous path? And he said, well, sure, but at the same time, you do have to ask for forgiveness because you've done something wrong. And I'm like, but no, you didn't. You may have done something wrong objectively, but not from your subjective point of view. You did what you thought was right. And if this God, right, if God wanted to say, okay, you're supposed to be perfect, you're supposed to know everything, you're not allowed to make mistakes, then God would make it so, according to this logic that they apply. So, but that's not the case. So, you have that individual responsibility for the things you do. So no, I don't think that forgiveness is what you should be praying for. Pray for a solution. Pray to be guided along the righteous path, even if it's not instant. Because, the entire point is you suffer, you fix one problem, and then you fix the next, and the next. It's an endless trail of fixing problems. That's what life is. Life is an endless puzzle to be solved. Everything is a puzzle to be solved. So, but you need to understand that you will never be able to solve every single part of the puzzle. It's, you may not be able to, and that's fine. But you should always keep working on something. But when you are aware of something being wrong and you can change something about it, but then you don't, and you blame others, that's not right. Don't ask for forgiveness. Just do right by yourself and others. It's not that hard. if you find that difficult, then you need to take some distance from the argument itself and reflect on how you as a person work. Do not ask for forgiveness. Just do better.